How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video where you might have noticed things are slightly different. As you can tell, I'm in a new place. We've actually moved house since the last time you guys saw me. Exploring is unfortunately the last thing on my mind right now, but I will be getting out and doing some as soon as I can. So today's top 10 is on the most unexpected things that we found. So these could be items, they could be features at a location, or just something that happened that we really weren't expecting. But I'm going to try not to overlap with obviously the last kind of memorable things that happened. These are going to be different videos, starting with number 10, which is the care home mansion. Now, as some of you guys might remember, this is actually one of the most viewed videos on my channel. It's not the most viewed, but it's one of them. And the reason for that is pretty obvious. It went up very, very fast. We basically went to explore this care home. We were told it was a care home, and it was a really big old mansion that had been converted into a care home. But what we weren't expecting was it to be as untouched as we found it. We didn't know anything about what was going to be inside the place. We just turned up, found our way in, and my God, wow, wasn't expecting what we found. Guys, we're getting very excited. There's just so much to look at. Oh my God. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Guys, seriously, look at this. Look at this.
We're all vlogging, we're all going crazy. We can't believe this staircase. Look at it. Oh, it gets better and better.
Oh my God.
Guys, this place is fucking amazing. I cannot fucking believe this place.
There's a fucking pool table.
Right, guys.
Oh my God. Guys. There's a Coke machine. There's a Coke machine. Guys, I need to take 2 minutes and just digest this. This is insane. I don't know how to respond to this. I don't even know what to say. It's just amazing. There's so much here. There's a Coke machine behind me. There's a pool table. I'm gobsmacked. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. So number 9. Now this one is a place that I kind of assumed we'd find stuff like what we found here, but I wasn't expecting exactly what it was that we found. The place we went to was dubbed as an ex-carnival graveyard, a funfair graveyard. So we assumed we're going to find things like old rides, maybe mini games, arcade machines, that kind of stuff. But what we found, and I have to admit I've remembered it ever since, was the creepy clown that we found in the back of a truck. Take a look. So don't slip, it's really, really slippy. Jesus Christ.
Nice and safe, this place.
Oh, absolutely. But guys, we're up into the back of a lorry now. I know you can see, but there's tons. I'm going to get a torch out in a minute. Oh my God, there's a full-size clown on the other side of that.
Oh my God, I can see the sign. Oh my God.
So guys, I don't know how well you can see this, but there is a massive, and he's like full-size as well. Full-size, called the Laughing Clown over there.
Can I get over next to it?
Possibly. You can probably climb around here. I do want to kind of get over there. I do want to try and get around if I can, but that looks so freaky.
I really don't want to fucking touch it. I'm scared of shit. That's horrible. Oh. What's his face feel like? I don't want to touch it. Is it plastic or is it
I'm going to go over there and I'm going to touch it. I need to come over there and film this. This looks fucking funny.
I don't like it.
Number 8. Now, number 8 is a place that you kind of expect to find big, amazing things. It's a big old mansion, the kind of thing you would expect to find this sort of stuff. But what we didn't expect to find was a absolutely massive swimming pool. Like, honestly, the biggest swimming pool I have ever been in. This is a swimming pool that when Neil and Warren went to visit this, Warren looked tiny in it, and he's like 6'2", 6'3". He's absolutely massive, and he looks tiny in this pool. It's huge. But on top of that, we also found paperwork for a secret room, and eventually found the secret room in the library. So, guys, this says memorandum. It says flooring to library extension secret storeroom, and this is what we were saying, that there's supposed to be a secret room in here, which we're going to check out. That's nuts.
We've got some idea where the secret room is.
Yeah, we've got kind of an idea.
Exactly. We know it's in the library.
This is a proper shelf with held books. This has got really narrow shelves on it and meant to look like a shelf, but it's actually a secret doorway. Pretty cool. I've never come across a secret passageway in a house. Right guys, I have to excuse the torchlight because my one's just died. So we're going down this spiral staircase like I promised you earlier to check out the swimming pool.
That makes him look so small, doesn't
It does, doesn't it? So I was seeing the picture of Warren in this and he just looks tiny. Oh my god.
Look at the size of him compared to my thumb there.
Jesus, you actually look tiny. Moving on to number 7. Now number 7 is one we did kind of expect, but I still find it absolutely astounding that this place is in such a public place and barely anyone knows about it. I mean, nowadays it's a bit more well known than it was, but the entrance to it is still pretty well hidden. It is like a manhole cover in the middle of Manchester. I'm not going to tell you which one or whereabouts it is because that will give away the location. It is very dangerous. Do not go down here because the manhole cover when we got there was so heavy that even Warren couldn't lift it. It was so heavy. So if you do go down here, you may get stuck. So please don't. But anyway, under the streets of Manchester there is an old air raid shelter from World War II and most of it is still there, alongside some of the more modern foundations for the buildings above, but it was just a really cool site and so unexpected that it's in the middle of a town centre and no one really knows about it that much.
Chilly, uncomfortable, everybody getting temperamental. That one was a bit near.
So above us there's actually air ventilation systems running all the way along. We've just come to this gate with like it really looks like a tube style gate, but if you look down, these must have been at some point been public toilets, because look, fuck me, I'm sorry, I know that some guys don't like the swearing, I'm sorry, but this is, when you see something like this and you're not expected to, that's the reaction you have. So number 6, I wanted to put this one higher, but it's not like totally astounding, but it was just, for me, I think it was a really unusual thing to find and something that I really didn't expect when we walked into it. So again, this is another old care home, and when we arrived, there's just loads of people. It almost looked like a party was going on. It was absolutely filled with people and people walking around with cameras, and we were like, what the hell is going on here? It turns out that, I'm assuming that some students probably were filming a music video there, and they allowed us to go in and have a look, and it was really just a weird and wonderful thing that we found in this abandoned building. And I know people do film stuff like this in abandoned buildings because I've done it, and I know that we found photo shoots in abandoned buildings before, but a music video is just something really new and different. So yeah, take a look. Is it good to have a look around or? I'm an explorer, so we do YouTube videos.
Oh, okay, I'm just looking at location,
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, that's cool, no problem. We're just shooting a music video at the moment.
Ah, sweet. So it's alright to go now, is it?
Yeah, there's no one in there at the moment. Just got a man coming with equipment, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Come back.
Right, so look.
Yeah.
I was brick shopping more than sensei. It was a hell of got bolts back in press days. Then I'll go back out and get it on the next day. I know I'm good because my mum pray for me. She always tell me God will always make a way for me.
Wow. Number 5. Now we're back onto the adultish material ones that I mentioned in the last video. So this is a place that I knew about and I was slightly late to the game for, because we'd heard about it and we wanted to go, but it was quite far away. So by the time we got there, someone had actually set the building on fire, so I wasn't expecting there to be very much left. In fact, we walked around most of the building and it was just a burnt out husk. However, as we progressed into the swimming pool area, which was still there but full of stuff, we found sex dungeons. What the fuck is this?
There it is, that's the cave.
Dude, I didn't know this was this. I'm so glad I didn't watch any videos on this.
Floor, there's also a well.
A well? Okay, what the fuck? Oh my god, there's pods for beds and stuff. This is sick.
I'll wait for you to go around and I'll come through some interviews.
I've never watched any videos on this place because I didn't want to like ruin it. And then I heard there was fires and stuff, and I still just didn't watch any videos. So this is all a surprise to me. I didn't have a clue this was going to be here.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, this is a spanking bench. If you could just demonstrate for my viewers, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, do it.
And if you just demonstrate what they would do to him. Number 4. Now, I've been to some hoarders places in my time, and I have to admit, they are always amazing. I really find them really interesting. The whole story behind them, why is someone, well, for starters, lived like this and then died and left the house like it is, it's just crazy, like what you find. And obviously I know I've been to places where we've been walking on stuff, but this was a whole nother level. So this was an abandoned hoarder's place that wasn't really full of stuff. I mean, it had a lot of stuff in it, but it was actually the big 6-foot pile of rubbish in the front room that I thought was ridiculous, that we could actually stand on top of. Oh, I dread to think, looking back at it now, how many like rats and rodents and other things might have been in that big pile of rubbish. But yeah, I really wasn't expecting it on the day, and yeah, something I won't ever forget, I don't think.
I just came downstairs and Colin scared the absolute crap out of me because he's talking away in his video and he turns around and says, "I've just found human remains." What did you find, Colin? Were they human remains?
Human ashes.
Human ashes.
Human ashes.
Gave me a freaking heart attack. Is that actually solid enough for you to stand on?
There's a couch there.
Really?
I'm virtually standing on top of a couch. My head is virtually touching the ceiling.
Oh, no. I mean, how tall would you say this pile of rubbish is from the floor?
4, maybe 5 feet.
That's exactly what I said, yeah. 4 or 5 foot. Oh my god. I'm actually stood on it now, and yeah, as you can tell, pretty close to the ceiling.
Yeah.
I very nearly went in the rubbish then. Very nearly.
Okay, mate.
So number three is one I have kind of covered slightly in one of the other videos. However, it is just incredible, and it's still, to this day, one of the most memorable explorers I've ever been on. And it is an abandoned cinema. Now, specifically with this one, I actually went to this location 3 times. I went the first time and filmed, then we missed some stuff, so I went back a second time, and then I ended up going back a third time because I'd been told about these original features that were apparently in the cinema still. And I had a feeling I knew exactly where they were. And we'd been there already and I was kicking myself that I hadn't filmed it. So we went back a third time and we filmed these original features, which, a bit of an update, unfortunately, since we've been there, some idiot has decided to smash these to pieces. So they are no longer there. They are now completely ruined, which is an absolute shame because they are a piece of history that should have been preserved. And I can't believe that someone would even want to go and do that. So enjoy these. I think these are the last images, or almost the last images of these as they were, as intact as they were at the time. The original features still being left here is just absolutely amazing. I think there's some more on this side, so we're going to go and get behind here. Yeah, there are. So check this out. This is the other side, and there is more of these original features, which are insane. It's crazy to think these are still here. They've just been decorated over. The pictures are quite faint, so I'm hoping you guys can see it properly, because it is quite faint. There's like a cityscape over there. I'm really interested to find out what these are paintings of as well.
So this is why I want to come back, because these are the original features. But the reason this is all here, and the stuff we saw downstairs, is basically because this and the stage downstairs, which I hopefully have mentioned in the video somewhere, used to be one and the same room. And this is basically the very, very top of the stage downstairs that would have been the theatre originally. It's quite cool to think that I can actually touch something that was made in 1929 as well. How incredible is that?
So number 2 now. This is a more recent explore, and it's one that we very nearly didn't see. And when I say didn't see, like, we were exploring this farmhouse, and this farmhouse it wasn't the best, it was okay. It had these huge like ratchet things on the side keeping the structure of the building together because it was very old and probably going to fall apart. And we were just about to leave, and Colin mentioned that there was a window he wanted to look in. He wasn't too sure why, he was just like, we should check out the farm building. So Colin, being the better climber out of the two of us, decided to jump at the window and look inside. And he looks around at me and says, there's a vintage car in there. And I'm like, yeah, right. Again, as you guys know, me and Colin mess about, joke all the time, and I was like, yeah, whatever mate, I don't believe you for a second. But he wasn't lying. There was a 1940s vintage car in there, which was incredible. Check this out, check out what we've just found. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this at all at an abandoned location. I found cars, but this is something completely different. Check that out. It's amazing. Wow. So before we get on to number 1, a bonus video. You know I like to do these ones because there's so many. There's a huge list. When I make these videos, I tend to do a big list of all the videos I think would be worth it, and then I try and put them into an order, and I'm always left with a few afterwards. I'm like, I wish I could include those in the list. So this is why I do a bonus one. But today's bonus one is the Homeless Theatre. So this is another location up in the north. I won't say exactly where, but it's pretty well known. But it is an old theatre that the Beatles played at, and Laurel and Hardy as well. We've been told about this place, and we've been told that there's also squatters that live in there and keep up the building. So we were expecting to sort of knock on the door and say, you know, it's all right, we can come in. That's what we've been told to do. But when we got there, one of the doors was left open, and we walked in down the bottom and we're like, hello, anyone here? And just no one answered. So we ended up looking around and finding people sleeping in places. And it was more the fact that we expected to find people and we didn't. And then we got jumped by one of them. But they were really nice, really cool explore. Quite an old one now. I wish I could go back and film it in a better way. But it's definitely worth a check if you haven't seen it already. This is a really awesome site. So all this stuff is kind of like wired in as well. There's like power to the place, and they've got like lights on, electric cables running through.
Fresh, this is last night, I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
I think that abandoned places for squatters, they don't do nothing about it, but they like need their own community inside, and they're living on it like I guess anyone else. What? What? There's someone asleep. Huh? There's someone asleep. Yeah, there's someone asleep. Someone's just said something in there.
Okay, so someone's just said something. How do I start to describe that? Keep going.
You need to stay away from those doors, by the way.
Excuse me.
Residential part.
Is that? Can we speak to someone here about what you're trying to do, like resurrecting the place?
Yeah, we are trying to resurrect. You'll come over to sit
Yeah.
down then.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, so every week we pull a cafe out and the pyro type cafe. We have jam nights, get little bands in. Do whatever we can really. Like next month we're having on the 22nd, I think it is, we're having a big night where loads of different bands are coming, loads of different DJs are coming.
So, number one. Now this for me is probably one of the most unexpected things I've ever seen. We knew, as we do with most of these locations, we knew a little bit about it, and we were told that this was a drug mansion. So we assumed there's probably some paraphernalia there, or there's some needles there, or something like we found before, like a few dotted around. We didn't expect to find an entire grow room in the basement where the swimming pool was. Absolutely nuts. And I know Colin's recently done another grow room, and they are just very, very strange because they can be in the most unassuming places. This, for example, was in just like a real nice sort of residential area, and then you come inside and there's literally cannabis plants being grown everywhere. What the fuck? So, one of these is a swimming pool? Isn't a swimming pool? I don't know, there's fucking loads, there's loads more around here. So we got whatever the hell that is in there. I can't even get in that room, there's a mess of pipes. That's blocked as well, there's crap everywhere. There's two other rooms, I can see a room to the left there, and there's another door, something there, slidey door. Well, I guess this is the only other way we can go. Oh fucking shit, are you kidding me? The fuck? This is... I wasn't expecting that at all, that's really shocked me. This is about to get more interesting, guys.
Yeah.
Have you been in this room yet?
No, we haven't.
Okay, I'm going to come through and I'm just going to film your reaction to this. So I'm going to wait here. I'm going to film Oscar's reaction to this because that's mad, and so is that.
Advertising down here. Hello, Nathan.
Hello, welcome to my drug house.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, welcome to the drug house.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, guys. So this is obviously all the soil from the plant pots. They were growing a lot.
Look behind me as well.
Holy shit! Fucking hell.
Oh my god! But this doesn't. Where's the pool then? Where's the swimming pool? Because there's no pool here. This doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Right, guys. So we think that the swimming pool is through this door.
Do we think, or do we know?
We don't know. We think.
I think there's about 90%.
We think. We're not 100% sure. It does go down the steps beyond this, so we're going to push straight on through and try and get through. I'm going to try to do this without blinding myself because I can't see anything because the light's in my face. But it's definitely a better angle like this. Oh, I'm going to need the light. I can't see. Oh my god. Jesus. Yeah, okay, we found the pool. We've definitely found the pool. Oh my fucking god. The swimming pool is there.
Oh, the swimming pool's underneath.
Yeah,
where the
look at the steps. These are swimming pool steps. But what the fuck have we just walked into? Right guys, that is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like and a comment down below. Like I said, I'll be back with some explores very, very soon. I've just got to get settled, get everything sorted, get personal life straight, and then I'll be back out exploring so you guys can see some new content coming very, very soon. Anyway, that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.
Wrapping a rag around my face, I pull my hoodie on. This ain't no time for rookies young. Got my octo camera on. So the wing can't be worried about no father special ops. I keep my composure steady, thunder the follow go, cause I'm off the top. Give a weird inseminations, ain't made it's pure speculation. But I think investigating this strange hotel floorboards into the basement, broke a dog, decorating my location. Squatters moving, we like Google incognito.